That night, we remained in silence. Deep noises could be heard coming from under the surface of the ocean. They were loud noises, they struck terror into the survivors, but they weren't clanging noises from the ship's hull, they were something else. Something that no one had ever heard before. That iceberg wasn't a piece of ice at all, no. I didn't watch the ship sink, I couldn't watch it, but those verses, those noises coming from below were terrifying. Many said that it was something else that sank the ship.
Aww.
Sorry, man. It gives me the energy for these boring missions. But what are we doing here? I think it's a short training mission. I don't know for what, but it sure is so. Slowly, slowly. Be careful. Take a look at the location. 41 degree 46 and 50 degree 14 west. Is that what I think it is? Bullshits. Let's get on with the mission. The boss wants us to explore the wreck of the tanker up ahead. Let's hurry up. I want to know what's going on.
All right, dudes, here we go. Even though he could crank up that music because that shit was banging. I hate deep water, guys. Hate deep water. I'm from the Gulf Coast. I've been in the ocean. It sucks. If I can't touch the bottom, if I can't see the bottom, hell, if I don't even hit the fucking bottom, I don't like that shit. We got into a part we were out in the Gulf. We got over to what they call the sink, and we dropped the anchor because we didn't want to move. The anchor was 200 feet. There's a 200 feet chain on it. It didn't hit the bottom. Fuck that. They did really good on the animation of this little car.
The instructions are to search for a hole in the hull to enter. We search around the entire perimeter. Something close to us. Keep distance with the hull.
Okay, I found.
Obstacle in front of us. Keep distance.
Okay, you said go in. That's what I did. Now you're just being an asshole.
It's blocked here. Too much debris.
We're just gonna ignore the cable going through the ship. It's fine.
Everything collapsed here. The internal compartments will have collapsed during the sinking.
So that's a no.
It's blocked here. Too much debris.
Oh, hoity-toity, son of a bitch. They got big demands, don't they?
No way. The hull is impenetrable.
There's a big hole in the hull. I don't think it's impenetrable. Just throwing that out there.
Let's go back to the boat. We can't get inside. But the submarine works great.
So that was a waste of my time. It's fine.
After a long discussion with our boss, he told me that the mission was set up to explore the wreck of the Titanic. But mostly he talked about looking for something down there. He spoke of a strange legend, a top secret recording, in which a survivor said he saw and heard something strange the night of the sinking. He wanted at all costs to go down to 13,000 feet to search for the wreck. We were in the correct position, latitude 41 degrees, but we didn't know if that was the sinking point or not. According to his theory, it could be exactly down there. According to my theory, the ship had covered a few more miles during the sinking. We didn't agree on many things, but I accepted the mission. Exploring the wreck of the Titanic was worth any risk. The mission had been planned for some time, but there were too many unknowns to weigh. It was a risk, but it was worth it. We had calculated the position and depth of the wreck. The bow at 13,000 feet on the bottom.
Where's aft? I know it broke in two, but I thought they would have been like kind of right next to each other,
At
you know?
a distance of nearly 2,000 feet would have been the stern of the ship,
Huh,
detached
maybe.
during the sinking. Calculating the rate of descent during the sinking, that must be roughly the distance. The stern was at 13,500 feet in an expanse of sand. What interested us, however, was the area where the bow was sunk. With the new sub, we would go down to 13,000 feet to look for the bow. According to my theory, the position on the bottom would be latitude 46 degrees north instead of 43. The question was, what do we expect to find down there in the depths of the Atlantic Ocean in total darkness, where nobody, or almost, has ever set foot?
You don't think anybody's ever set foot in it, right? It's always been just probes and shit. Well, I guess those dudes in the sub that blew up, I guess they were trying, huh? Fuck that. Yo, this don't look like no 13,000 feet to me.
Go. Let's start the mission. Let's get ready to go down. We reach the pit and begin the descent. imagine there's some survivors who have seen who knows what. Maybe in terror, I too would see the monsters.
Does anybody else's dick get hard when they get scared?
Okay, now, we go down. Start the descending.
It's getting colder than a well digger's ass down here, son. Yeah, I got that Logitech gamepad they're driving this with.
Let's start the descent. Be careful not to get caught by sharks. There will be quite a few here. Maybe they will be attracted by the bubbles. You never know. Stay away from them.
Maybe they'll be attracted by the bubbles? It's vice versa, son. Sharks hate bubbles. Whoa. Hey, hello? Yo, you need to relax there, sir. Yo, I used to watch Jack Cousteau. You probably don't know who that is, but I used to watch Jack Cousteau do this shit.
Halfway there. There's still a bit to go. The tension is rising. I don't know why I don't feel so calm. Perhaps because underneath there is total emptiness, and it's all dark.
Look, I'm gonna be honest, dudes. Even if I wasn't in this fucking sub, even having it on camera would scare the shit out of me. This dark bullshit. This shit scares me. I don't like this. I have nightmares about this shit. The fuck was that? You see what I'm saying? This is why. This is why I get scared of this shit. Like, I wouldn't want...
Now it starts again. Let's hope it holds up to the end.
I wouldn't want a camera down there. It's dark and shit, and then like my worst nightmare comes true, and like
That noise. Never
I
heard
s-
anything like it.
like I see a giant squid, right? That might not freak you guys out, but you ever seen the beak on a fucking squid? I'm talking giant, like a beak that could swallow a house type shit. Okay, that shit would terrify me, and I don't scare.
We are still too high. 9,000 feet are not enough. We have to go down again. We are looking for a good point to continue.
Then again, I've drowned. I've drowned. That's facts. Back when I was a kid, I did get drowned, and the water freaks me out sometimes. Big water especially.
Attention. The radar says we are too close to the obstacle. We could end up against each other.
And sharks don't bother me, by the way, guys. I don't mind sharks. Shark is a shark. Ain't no malicious intent. Thing's got the intelligence of a fucking insect. I mean, all sharks want to do is eat and make little baby sharks. They don't give a fuck. Ain't no malicious intent. They look mean and they eat anything, but it's kind of like, that's easy to avoid. Just stay out of the fucking way of the damn shark. You know, that's easy. Sharks don't bother me. Squids, on the other hand, them some bitches are smart. You guys ever seen an octopus unscrew the lid on a fucking bottle so it could get inside of it? Yeah. Try seeing a shark do that shit.
We found something. No, I think it's another wreck.
Well, that would be a Russian nuclear submarine.
Here. It's from World War II, I think.
Yes, sir. I'm not sure what subclass. It is Russian. Russian.
Just wreckage and rusty wrecks. It's a military vehicle graveyard, but no trace of the Titanic. We continue elsewhere. In my opinion, it is not here. Let's carry on the search within a radius of 500 miles.
It looks like an old Zero. And now it's dark. Waka haka.
Wow, it scared me. It was pretty big. But what are the sharks doing here? Aren't we too deep? I'm not a marine biologist, but even a fool knows that. Very strange.
Ah, shit.
Shit! Something hit us. Or maybe I hit something. Maybe one of these wrecks. Let's continue.
I mean, you know, I don't blame him. It's a machine. I'd continue, but I'm not going to say I wouldn't have to clean my shorts. 30 miles north of the sinking.
I think we've reached the bottom.
Did the ground have something to do with that?
Here we are, almost 13,000 feet. Now let's move forward.
Maybe you guys know this, but isn't it something like over 1,000 pounds per square inch or something at this fucking depth? I don't think anything alive can survive at this depth. I mean, anything. I don't even think there's bacteria, if I remember right.
Something large ahead of us. Maybe it's a piece of the wreck.
I don't know.
Something. It looks like a funnel.
I heard something about even bacteria can't survive at that depth. It's too fucking deep.
The location was wrong. The Titanic, during its descent towards the seabed, had traveled 10 miles from the point of the shipwreck. Incredible. Something close to us. Keep distance with the hull.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think like uh bodies, fish, whatever, they don't decompose as quickly at like great depth because the bacteria and shit that's in the blood and inside the body, like it dies because it's too deep. I mean, the stuff will still decompose, but it takes like a lot longer time.
Here we go. We found it.
What do fuck we find? I don't see shit, man. Feel like one of them urethra cameras that the fucking urologists use.
I have no words to describe its beauty. It's so impressive even now that it's sunk. Think 1912 at the height of its glory.
I'd love to see what you're seeing, but anyway, 1912 at the height of its glory. Have you ever seen the Titanic? I would have been a fucking fool to get on it. I don't know why all those people did. The thing looked like it was held together with chewing gum and fucking duct tape. I'm not even kidding you. It looked like it was built by a fucking child. And all these people boarded it like it was some great thing.
Damn, I can't see well. We need lights. Let's set something close to batteries. Keep distance with the hull.
What fucking hull? Are you high? I don't see shit, man. Lights have been set? Like, how did they do that?
Let us remember the objective of the mission. Exploring, yes, but above all looking for traces of some strange creature. The boss knows we're kidding him, but they rightly pay us to be here. Let's give him the satisfaction of not finding anything, and let's enjoy the Titanic.
What an asshole. Guys, I'm not being a dick, okay? I feel bad about all the people that died on the Titanic, all right? But just looking at it, it did not look structurally sound. I swear to God, someone could make something better in their backyard. I mean, I'm surprised the damn thing even floated.
Holy God, what the fuck was that? Shit, but it's huge. How did we not see it? I think he's targeting us for prey. I think we're in his territory.
Why do I feel bad for this little machine right now? It's not like there's a human in there. The real question is, what has that big son of a bitch been eating to stay that big?
We'll never get away from him. Running away won't help.
Initiate self-destruct. Let him swallow you. He deserves it. It's a shark.
We have little chance of resisting. It's too big. If it catches us, it will tear us apart.
Stay low, baby.
Is to run away and avoid his attacks for as long as possible. We are too close to him. He gets tired. We could end up against each other. Attention ahead. Obstacle nearby. Slowly, slowly.
Hell no, man. Fucking, I'm Fast and Furious Tokyo drifting this shit. Yeah.
He's still chasing us. I think we have to try some reversionary maneuver. We could end up against each other.
That's smart. Lead that big sumbitch back to the boat. Shit. Yo, I got that circle strafe going from fucking Quake 2. I go into the shark. Lean into him. There we go. Lean into him. There it is. There it is. Professional. Sharks can't turn on the center axis, man. They always got to turn at the nose. Biology, son. That's how you can outmaneuver one in the water.
My God. Where has he gone now? He screwed us.
Many spoke of a creature that sank the Titanic. For every century, no one ever had proof of it. For over a century, or nobody wants to talk about it. What we found at 13,000 feet at the bottom of the sea is surely some aberration of nature. Yo, the music's slamming. Motherfucker used Autodesk 3D Max. Wow, that's a blast. Most people using Blender and Maya nowadays. Holy shit, using 3D Max. Mixamo is where you download your assets from, guys. But he always does good work, so. Plus, he didn't charge, man. He's trying to rip people off on Steam like most of them horror engine motherfuckers.